Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, I am SocioPsycho, and this is Mob Vlog, and today we're going to talk about some very simple things about why there hasn't been content on the channel. Now, if you're new to the channel, and you're wondering where content is, or what the upload regulatory of the channel is, or you're somebody who's been with me so far, I do appreciate you staying with me, and I do apologize for the lack of content recently. We're going to go into the why that is. You see, there's been a lot of personal issues in my life going on right now, a lot of these pertaining around the environment upon that which I live. And one of the larger things is when you create a video like I try to do with very high professionalism marks tied to the video, so that when I make my talking points in a video, they match up very well and succinctly with the visual of what I'm talking about. And it's not about propaganda, but it's about trying to definitely make you understand what I'm talking about, whether it's relevant or not to you. The less I seem like a rambling moron, the better. In this process, to actually be able to obtain a video of the level of professionalism which I demand of myself, it does take a quality of time. When you create a video such as a Let's Play, it's very easy to be able to pump those out very fast. It's the audio and the video, and it syncs up relatively easy, depending on how much extra you want to add to that. Whether you want to make sure that your audio is perfect and there's no problem with that, and it doesn't cover up any of the things going on into the story or the gameplay itself. But a 15-minute video of a Let's Play is going to be an editorial stance in between 15 and a half hour, where a 15-minute review could take anywhere up to an hour to 2 hours upon all the different types of editing, depending on the video itself, of course. Some are easier than others. But this level, the amount of time it takes, and the larger a video is, this does help lend itself to the atmosphere of burning one out. And the last two videos I did kind of just finished me off. I was burned out for a bit. But it wasn't the quality or size of the video itself which burned me out. It was the fact of my environment. Currently, where I'm living, I have the misfortune of having Comcast as my internet provider, and internet on that case is a flip of a quarter whether it wants to work or not. And sometimes it's so frustrating because you pay for a service and I'm supposed to be getting 30 megabytes down, 10 megabytes up, but it feels as if I am a child and it says, "Oh, now it's time for you to go to bed because you didn't eat your greens and you don't get to play computer anymore. You don't get to look at news articles or whatever you're going to do on the internet. You don't get to do it." And it stops. It literally stops me from actually being able to continue with any sort of online presence. And it's not my modem, it's not my router, it is 100% Comcast. And it is so annoying. So you add that, the randomizational element, to whether or not I'll even be able to get online, and then you take a video which can take anywhere between 2 hours to 8 hours, depending on the size of the video and the quality of the video, of course, and you have to flip the coin again. If your video needs to be uploaded, it will take 2 hours, but then an hour in, Comcast decides, hey, we're gonna stop your connection for some stupid ass reason. And then you just lost that time. And this happens a lot more than you think. So this sort of really annoyance upon the making a video itself can be tiring or slightly difficult. But then to add all the other elemental factors into it, it doesn't make it challenging or a little inconvenient. It makes it feel like a miserable job, which is just horrible. And I don't get paid to do this. Obviously my channel is nowhere near the size to justify large videos with some of the amount of viewerships they get, but I don't care about the viewerships, just the quality of a video. And that's helpful to people. Maybe not everybody, but somebody. But the fact is, there's no reason that I should be putting myself through this sort of torment of continuational bullshit just to have a video out so the channel can grow slightly. Now that's not a narc on the viewers themselves, as I appreciate the viewers, and I appreciate all of you who are actually staying with me. And I'm not saying that I'm not going to do videos anymore or anything else. The channel will still stay alive. But think of this time frame as a vacation. The last 3 weeks or so have been definitely a dead zone. I've burned out and I've had sort of a relaxational time to try and build myself back up. Because it's not only just Comcast, it's a lot of environmental issues as well, and including noise from people outside, loud ass cars with their boombox stereo systems and just booming basses driving by, trains, barking, yapping little fucking dogs. There's a whole plethora of annoying bullshit which can happen and ruin a take in an audio segment and really just make the task and the environment of relaxation diminish. It's as if you're going to read a nice book and you take that nice book you have and you sit under a tree and it's a nice midsummer day and you have the autumn breeze and you're like, wow, this is nice. But then you have a bunch of cars driving by playing loud music, or you got kids yelling and screaming in front of you, or whatever the case is in that scenario. It's disruptive to not only your enjoyment or your professionalism in what you want to do, but then in a situation like this where I have to now go back and maybe double take something or fix something or that's ruined or it really just annoys me more than anything else. So what's going to fix this problem and what's going to happen with the channel is the real question at hand. And what's going to fix the problem with the environmental issues that I currently face, with the connectional internet issues, is the fact that I will be moving in a month, maybe a little bit, month and a half, to a gigabyte service area in a much smaller location, allowing me more privacy and higher speed internet. This combination will allow me to focus more on things that are important to my life and not be stressed out so much. So my hope, my goal for the future, what I'm really hoping for is that the next month you might not see a lot of content and I'll actually be gone in a little vacation manner out of state for the next week and a half or so. So again, for the next about 2 weeks, there's not going to be any content and you're just going to have to bear with it. But once I move, everything should fit in better synchronicity. I won't be having the problems I have here, or if I do, something is seriously wrong. So I wanted to give you all, my viewers, the people who have supported the channel, the people who have encouraged me and have stayed with me, even in this questionably dark of where is he, what's going on, and what's happening with the channel. This gives you the understanding of what's going on and the acknowledgement that I do appreciate the continuation of your support, even if it's just staying subscribed until this gets fixed on my end. So just to reiterate, for the next 2 weeks, there won't really be any content out as I'll be gone. When I get back, I'll be working a little bit harder and packing and preparing to move. So there might be 1 or 2 videos out in between that time frame, and then once I move and settle in, we'll start getting rolling back into a groove as the environment should be better. As always, I appreciate your understanding in this matter, and I'll see you next time.